Stop.
That lawnmower. That's it. Yeah. Start that. Jake Paul might be too big for him, or Tank might crack him. You don't know.
And made a post and basically told Roach. He tagged Lamar Roach and he said, "Look, you're not getting in that fight with Tank."
A day in the life of Gervonta Davis, as he prepares for Jake Paul, is centered on focus and discipline. Every session is designed to sharpen his power, speed, and precision. From intense conditioning drills to demanding sparring rounds, he remains locked in on his goals. Each workout reflects his determination to be fully prepared for the challenge ahead, leaving no room for distractions. Rolly Romero offers a balanced perspective on the matchup between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. He stresses that Tank's legacy remains secure regardless of the result. As a proven world champion with major accomplishments, Davis has nothing left to prove against Paul. At the same time, Romero admits that Jake's natural size is a real factor and provides him with a physical edge. Still, that advantage does not take away from the respect and accolades Davis has already earned in.
Paul might be too big for him, but like Jake Paul might be too big for him, or Tank might crack him. You don't know. Like I said, or as an exhibition, we don't know if they throw at each other or not, or we don't know. I don't know. I can't give an opinion because I don't know what's going on.
Do you think it impacts, will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were to beat him or even knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him.
You know, some people trying to give, that's fair, some people trying to give Tank a hard time. They're saying he should have took a fight with Lamar Roach or Shakur Stevenson. But when you think about it, do you think this is business and look, he's getting a bag, or is there some validity to people saying that he ducked Roach?
I mean, there's still other options, you know. It's bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks Tank's the best option for him, or all that stuff, right?
Paulie Malignaggi highlights the crucial difference between size and experience. While Jake Paul has gained both popularity and physical strength, Malignaggi stresses that true boxing experience outweighs raw power. Gervonta Davis has competed on the sport's biggest stages, headlined major events, and faced elite opponents. No matter how large or strong Paul may appear, he cannot equal the years of training, refined ring IQ, and adaptability that Tank brings. For Malignaggi, boxing. Outcome.
I think Davis is more to lose because he's the bona fide world champion. I don't care if he's much smaller. I think Jake Paul has sort of plateaued as far as where his boxing is concerned. It's rather low level. He's big, he's physical, he's strong, he can hit. So there is that risk. Davis, at lightweight, you're in a moment where it's too physical for you, you can clinch. Against the heavyweight, where you clinching? You ain't getting out of that corner just clinching anymore if you run out of space. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. But Davis, listen, there's a lot of talking points that I'm sure we'll get into when this gets closer to the fight. Davis can still punch a lightweight, can drop a heavyweight. There's a lot to gain there, right? If Davis knocks
the answer is yes.
If Davis drops Jake on his ass, as much as Davis is the one with more to lose, it's still a highlight moment.
A visual that will stay forever.
Yeah, but if you get dropped, even if you're smaller, you're still a world champion in multiple weight classes. If you get dropped, what's the look? What's the feel? On the inside, as boxers, me and Chris Algieri, the champ, even you, Jim, you have fight experience, so we know that the risk is a big guy that big hits you. You're probably going down if you're a small guy, if he hits you clean. So we know the risk, but how does it look to the public eye who don't understand that? You know what I mean? The public. So there is a lot to lose, though. There's a bit to gain. I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with this had Davis's career arc been one that benefited boxing. Davis was manufactured and put into a position where he's supposed to benefit boxing. And I don't think he has. I think he's hurt boxing. So by giving him this reward, that's my problem. Why are we watching this? Why don't you make him earn his spot that he still hasn't earned, mind you?
Teofimo Lopez frames the matchup as more spectacle than sport. In his view, the fight is less about legacy or rankings and more about entertainment and financial reward. He acknowledges that both Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis stand to earn enormous paydays, and that reality should not be overlooked. While the contest may lack the weight of a true world championship bout, Lopez believes it still benefits boxing.
Really invested on it, and I'm actually very happy for Gervonta and Jake. I really am, man. It's good for the sport in some way, you know?
So a heavyweight versus a lightweight.
Yeah.
I got a fly hit me, yeah. A heavyweight versus a lightweight. How's this going to work?
Hey, they make it work. It's an exhibition for a reason. So, you know, they know what they're doing. And, you know, shout out to Netflix and shout out to both of them, honestly. Like I said, I think a lot of people in the boxing world are kind of upset. I could care less. I think they're going to go out there and make their money. It falls on the number 8 for a reason. They're going to make a lot of money.
Have you got a prediction for that fight?
My prediction, a show.
Well, clearly it's a show, but when you've got a lot of people underestimating Jake Paul once again, but when you've got a heavyweight boxer who knows how to throw punches and knows the basics against a lightweight, it's quite a difference. I mean, have you sparred heavyweights before?
Yeah.
Competitive sparring in the ring?
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same, not at all. Definitely got to move. I've actually played around a few times, went through between their legs just to duck around. But yeah, because they're taller, you know. But I think for that competition, that fight, it reminds me a lot like The Big Show, and Floyd Mayweather when they fought in WrestleMania.
Yeah. And will that end the same way?
Possibly. Maybe some brass knuckles in there too.
Can you see Jake Paul knocking out Gervonta Davis?
It's boxing, man. And if it's a show like this, anything goes, anything happens.
Diaz, known for his blunt honesty, dismisses the matchup outright. In his view, the fight carries no genuine competitive value or lasting impact on either fighter's career. He argues that regardless of the outcome, it does little to enhance their legacies in a meaningful way. Diaz describes the event as entertainment-driven, more akin to professional wrestling or staged shows than true competition. His perspective cuts through the hype.
I gotta ask you, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. Does Davis have a chance?
Fuck no. Gervonta is a great boxer, but he ain't gonna be Jake Paul.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think
He's just too small.
It's just I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
I don't want to lose to somebody that. There's no point in the fight. It's a great fight, actually.
You think
I'm
it's a
not
good
hating
fight?
on the fight, but I think my thoughts on it is let's watch it, see what happens.
Ryan Garcia said his boxing is turning into WWE.
Yeah, that's
with that type of matchup. Do you agree? Last thing, White House card, like he said, you want Conor McGregor?
Yeah, but the whole thing's on WWE, so
Right.
it's like, at least that's happening and getting something to talk about, something to watch, and I'm looking forward to that fight actually.
Jeff Mayweather echoes Nate Diaz's skepticism, questioning the legitimacy of the matchup. He finds the pairing unusual and struggles to see the reasoning behind it. To him, matching an accomplished world champion like Gervonta Davis with a YouTube star turned boxer such as Jake Paul lacks sporting logic. While Mayweather acknowledges the business appeal and commercial success that crossover fights can generate, he still regards this event as odd and largely unnecessary. His view reflects the
It's kind of weird because Jake Paul is extremely bigger than Tank, and I mean, but with it being a exhibition, it makes sense. It's fine. He got a big name that he's gonna be fighting, but I mean, it really makes no sense because he's gonna be weighing over 200 and some pounds. Tank's gonna probably be weighing maybe at the most 147, 150. So I don't even understand why the fight is happening.
KSI, a leading figure in the influencer boxing scene, offers insight into Jake Paul's promotional tactics. He argues that the rumors of a potential fight with Anthony Joshua were never realistic, but instead crafted to generate hype and mislead the public. In his view, the matchup with Gervonta Davis follows the same pattern, serving more as a tool to build attention than to pursue legitimate heavyweight-level competition. For KSI, this approach highlights the theatrical and often manipulative nature of modern
fighting.
I knew AJ and Jake was never gonna happen.
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought it was actually gonna happen? Bro, it's so crazy. Like, I feel like so many people just believe everything.
But that's pretty unbelievable on the other hand.
I feel like I know, well, okay, how do I say it like this? Itoma versus White. I had a lot of people bet on White winning. And I'm there like, you guys don't watch boxing, do you? You just look at a record and go, oh, Dylan's fought many more people than Itoma. That record says a lot. Itoma's like 18, not 18, Itoma's 20, inexperienced, round one. Like, I just knew Itoma was gonna just destroy him. And I think a good fight for Itoma would be him and Wilder. I think that'd be a very good fight.